Hello, and welcome to the story of the House of the Rising Sun, Chapter 7 The Cost. She walked to the bar like someone who wasn't sure they were really awake. The woman in the red coat. She glanced around the room, past Jessie, past the clock, past the shelves of faceless bottles, until her eyes found Alton. She didn't say hello. She said, "I'm looking for my sister." Alton, as always, was already polishing a glass. "A lot of people are." "She disappeared a year ago," the woman continued. "No signs, no calls, nothing. She had this journal. It kept talking about a bar, one that found you when you needed it." She slid a worn photo across the counter. A girl, maybe 20, smiling wide, freckles, crooked front tooth. Her name's Alina. Alton stared at the photo, then set the glass down. "Welcome to the house," he said. Jessie froze. That name, Alina, rang in his ears like a bell from an old life. The woman in red looked at him. "You know something, don't you?" He nodded slowly. "Maybe. You look familiar." She studied him. "Have we met?" "No," Jessie said, "but I've seen your name upstairs on a book behind the bar." Alton didn't flinch, but the light above them flickered. "I want to see her," the woman said. "Alina, my sister. You can do that, right?" Alton's smile was as thin as a blade. "Of course, but not for free." She stiffened. "I don't have money." "No one ever does," he replied. "We take what's most valuable." "What do you want from me?" Alton turned to the shelves, pulled down a small black book. On its cover, no title, only her name, Cass. He slid it toward her. "You write your price inside," he said. "Your payment in your own words." Jessie leaned forward. "Don't." Cass looked at him. "What if it's the only way?" "That's the trick," Jessie said. "It always is." But her hand was already reaching for the pen. She wrote. Alton smiled faintly. "You may proceed," he said, sliding her a key. No number, only a feather carved into the brass. Cass vanished up the stairs. Jessie turned to Alton. "What did she give?" Alton poured a drink called Silence in the Springtime. "She gave her sense of wonder." Jessie frowned. Why would that matter? Because when she sees her sister again, Alton said, it won't feel like a miracle, just a coincidence. Jessie swallowed. You make everything feel like a punishment. No, Alton said. I just let the house balance the scales. That night, the bar changed. The music turned to dissonant jazz. The lighting bent sideways. Tables warped into shapes Jessie couldn't name. Patrons blurred at the edges like dreams trying to wake up. A man in a charcoal suit stood near the wall talking to no one over and over. The song wasn't mine. The song wasn't mine. Jessie watched as a musician sat at the piano. Derek. He was young, confident, hungry. He played like fire dancing through smoke. Each note shimmered, but when he finished, his eyes were hollow. The crowd clapped, but Derek looked lost. Where's the rest of it? He asked. Alton answered, you traded your soul for immortality in sound. But I don't remember the song. You weren't supposed to. Jessie sat beside Derek after the performance. You gave it up, Jessie said softly. Derek nodded. He said I'd live forever, that the song would echo through time. Jessie gestured to the empty room. Do you hear it? Derek looked down at his hands. I don't even know how to play anymore. Jessie returned to his room that night and found a record waiting. It was unlabeled. When he played it, he heard a voice, his own, singing something that hadn't been written yet, lyrics he didn't remember writing. A song about a girl with a red coat searching the shadows for her sister, a song that ended with the sound of the door closing behind her and locking. The cost wasn't always immediate. Sometimes the house let you feel safe until it didn't. Thank you for listening. Have a nice day. Chapter 8 coming up. Thank you.